Hello everyone. It's been a long time since I posted a new video, but this March we are lucky because I get to actually go to the location to take the videos instead of like asking my feature peoples to take videos of themselves. So last month, as you can recall, we had Rose and Roses from Seneca, South Carolina. Sadie Glenn has been doing really well. Like, she is moving to a different location, a much bigger one, compared to her first one that she just recently opened. Congratulations, Sadie, and we hope that your business keeps going on the upward way. And this month, it's actually Women's Month, right? International Women's Day today, March 8th. For this month's feature, we have Anne Wayne, and she is actually from Woodburn, Oregon, but her business is in Aurora, Oregon. And we are gonna take a tour around her shop. I got my hair cut, as you can see. I like it. My husband says I went back to the 80s. Mino. Anyway, she's going to show us around her shop. And the wonderful thing about Anne's shop, the Blue Alley Salon and Gift Shop, is that she actually supports a lot of small businesses, a lot of indie businesses. And I am one of them, and you'll see in a few minutes that I did give her a few of my products to sell, and she also features some jewelry, some cup prints, her husband's work, of course, which we will be visiting sometime mid-year. Hopefully, we will get to see more of Anne and Matt, probably around June. And my son hates haircuts, as most toddlers do. They hate haircuts. And she did her magic, and Gail has a new haircut. You can finally see his face. Now, some parts of the video is not very audible, so I'll be putting a lot of captions here and there, or putting a voiceover just so you can hear her better. I'm still trying to work on my teeny tiny microphone, and I believe I did not use it to the best of its capacity, so hopefully in future videos I'll probably have to use it as a lav or lapel, however you call it. So if you're having any difficulty hearing any part of this interview, I'll be typing down most of the interview in the blog, so you're not really gonna miss out much. But it is nice to see better visuals on the video this time. We were lucky to have a sunny day. It was weird, like, the fun thing about Oregon is it's raining in some parts and it's sunny in some parts, and we had a little bit of both on the way from Gresham to Aurora, Oregon. So if you're from Aurora or any part of Portland, Oregon, please visit Anne's shop. I'll be putting it on the description below where her shop is located, or at my blog, so that you can visit her and have yourself a nice styled haircut. The thing about the pandemic is it's difficult for some people to do the things that we normally do, like having a haircut, having just having makeup, or all these things that we've taken for granted. And I wanted to feature Anne because she is doing work that supports a whole bunch of people like me who do not have a storefront, who cannot afford to go and do farmers markets. Speaking of farmers markets, Aurora's farmers market was closed for entire year last year because of the pandemic, and I think this April they are hoping to open again. So a lot of small businesses really need this kind of support where people with storefronts do sell their merchandise, and thus they can support themselves or their families. So if you have time to make an appointment, Blue Alley Salon and Gift Shop also do spas, reflexology, I believe, apart from hairstyling. And I think they also do facials. I think so. And we'll get more into detail when Anne shows us around. So let's get to the video. We have arrived at Blue Alley Salon and Gift Shop in Aurora, Oregon. It's a beautiful sunny day, and let's get to know Anne. It's a beautiful spring day in Aurora, Oregon. The tulips have finally arrived. Look at that. We experienced a bit of a snowstorm a few weeks ago, and looking at all the sunshine, it's really a great day to record. And as you enter inside, you can look at how warm the little shop is. There's Anne, and there's Gail. She's really good with kids. And there's my husband, Ivan. I know you don't see him a lot in my videos, but he has agreed to assist me today. In the meantime, Anne is getting ready for her interview. Look at that.
Who's Anne? Anne's here right now. She's sitting here. She's not over there. She's 53, she thinks, and she's an Aquarius, and she, what else? She's a hairstylist. Yes. And she's doing facials now. Dermabrasion, so I've been in education, and I know how to say some big words. You want to hear them? And I have 2 kids that are 28, 29, no, 27 and 28, going to be 29. Hallie and Gunnar, married to Matt Wayne. And I know you. And Ivan.
Well, would you like to tell us more about
It was brief, because I was 18 when I graduated beauty school. So it was brief. It was basketball, volleyball, softball, and then some stuff came up, so I had to make some decisions. So I went to beauty school. I always wanted to do it, and then I was able to be out on my own when I was 18.
So you've been doing, you're a hairstylist for how long?
Since I was 18, but I started when I was 16,
Oh my.
and I'm 53.
So what is life like now that you have a brick and mortar shop called Blue Alley Salon?
Well, I love it. It's a huge ordeal. You'll have to give a tour to develop it, and during COVID. It's great. This is awesome. And plus we have artists here that come in the summertime in the back. They have music. That the wine shop has a stage out back, and there's music played every Friday night. So it's cool because if I'm having my dinner, I can listen to the music in the back. It's just awesome. It's so cool. It's like a palette.
So prior to having a brick and mortar shop, where were you doing most of your work?
for about 23 years at Nassau West in Milwaukee because I was raising my kids. So, yeah.
So you were doing it in your home and people were just coming in?
No. At Nassau West Salon in Milwaukee, Oregon. And I had my own little station there. Did you visit me there?
I don't think we've met yet.
Okay. So yeah, I had a cool space there. Really cool. Yeah. And did a lot of stuff over there.
So what gave you what made you jump from Nassau to here in Aurora?
It went up for sale. It went up for rent, and I just kind of figured out. Is that okay?
Oh yeah. The sun is really good unless it's hurting your eyes.
It is kind of. It just came up for rent, and so my friend was in Hereton and Paisley, and it just came up for rent, and I thought Be Good Monster would be a good place for them, but he didn't want to take it, so I did, and my family is from around this area, and my mom and dad had their first date here at a restaurant 68 years ago.
Oh my
So it's like full circle.
Oh wow. Well, that's gonna be a story for another time.
Another time.
Let's see. So some people are not aware between the different, the difference between a barber shop person, a hairstylist, a hair cutter or hairdresser.
Those are all the same. But a barber is someone that does clipper cuts. So barbering is using a clipper.
Are you doing the same?
I'm doing barbering and hair design. So I guess it would be called cosmetology. And then barbering is a facet of that. And so you can get a separate license for that. You have to get a separate license for that because the sanitation is different and the tools. It's really about kind of like how to sanitate. Ties your tools. But yeah, it's a separate license, so it's just clipper cuts.
Which is your preference with all this lovely stuff you're doing?
I like to do it all. I love it. I love it all. And now I'm doing the esthetician stuff and studying all the different the 3 components of aging to your skin. What is that? What happens to your skin? And what's all this product out? And I always encourage my clients to bring their product in so I can look at what they have and what they might need. That's a big part of what I do here, actually, is just kind of working with the client. And my hope is to eventually, I'm going to be doing the full thing because I want to do clothes and help everybody organize their closets. I'm really good at it right now after doing Carol.
Well, it seems like you're gonna need a bigger space for the
We are looking at another one in addition to this one.
Oh wow!
Down the road, because I'm still. Yeah, we would probably have all the artistry over there then, and this would just be the spa. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you're already expanding.
Yeah, I can actually look across the street the place I'm looking at, but it's another woman came to me. So that's over there though.
Why don't you tell us about it is a shop. So would you like to tell us how that evolved?
Yeah, it's a good question. Probably because Matt's a Saturday market vendor, and I know a lot of artists, and I have a great appreciation for art and for design and for just people's homegrown effort to create, and I like to have a stage for that, for people to create, and then they can come here and sell what they do. They can get a little bit serious about it, you see, and but not so serious that they have to go to Saturday Market and read it. The rules there are really intense. It's a lot of work. So here it's thing, but they can mark it from my shop. So they're encouraged to have a bio and their what is that called? The QRC code or whatever, the QR code.
Yeah, QR code.
Yeah. So they can go straight to their website. So I'm just kind of a launching pad for them. So also during the events that we have here in Aurora, Oregon, we have booths and we have a side yard over here. And so the artists are encouraged to to sell from a booth, but they can do it totally free and just support their little business.
Oh,
I know, it's so cool.
So what? Who are the? Would you like to show us around?
Sure.
And
Let's start with, say, here. So this you can see if you come over here. She's got a picture.
You got your radar up.
oh, she's-
Mama D. And then you can go to her website. And these are her creations. And so, you know, there's that.
Oh wow! So you take photos of all of your artists.
Right. And this is Kath. She decided she didn't need to, but this one, she's got such an array of hats down in through here. All of these hats. So clearly she needs, that's a cute one.
A hat shop.
She needs a place to sell them. And so that's what we are for her. That's Matt's stepmom. And look, we even have more here. And then here is Christine, and she has My Copper Heart. And so, as you can see, and she did the piece I'm wearing as well. Very
She
cool.
does her own jewelry.
She works soldering and repurposing a lot of items. She also does enamel work, as you can see here. All kinds of different things. She did this piece actually. I really like this one. And just a lot of different things. Look at that piece, is really cool. Again, a lot of this stuff is repurposed that she works with. She just goes around and finds things and makes them into jewelry. And then has different things that she works with. Like this is the enamel one of that she works with. Isn't that neat? Kinds of stuff there. And then this is just my kicking around stuff that I get. This is actually a different vendor that I met. She took off to North Carolina. These are fun because they stick together. And I got this cactus from her. This is more My Copper Heart. Some type of bone.
Oh wow!
More Copper Heart. And then this is Jessie Lister. And there's her beautiful picture. And then she has an explanation of how she does it. Two pieces are never, she uses electroforming as a long and complicated process that includes a bit of chemistry. It is the process of transferring copper ions through a solution from an anode, a piece of pure copper, to the cathode. The piece of, But her stuff is just absolutely fabulous. And then she collects, all these are found stones from her hikings. Or look at that piece, so cute and cool. These are all stones that she finds and then gives a home in her little nest. Isn't that neat? And then here, I still need to print off her picture, but I found one for her. This is autopilot empires. And as you can see, she works with soldering. Can you see that that is a you see what's on that?
I think so.
A really cool piece. And oopsie.
Seems like you also have a lot of hair accoutrements.
Those are for my brides.
Oh wow!
Also, she does a lot, look, spoons, repurposing.
Like,
And what are these ones here? A little bit of vintage peep show tokens. That's a bottom.
That's cool.
A little bit of everything. These are handmade by Susan. I call them Susan Jewelry because, and she does all these. So she's printed all these cups. And then she works doing these kinds of things here. I don't have a bio for her, and also I sold the piece that was behind her the other day. Oopsie. And then bobby pins, and then here's cats.
lots of Libby dresses.
Yes, aren't they darling? She sold quite a few pieces. And the little booties. Somebody made these. I love these, by the way. I couldn't microwave a bowl of soup without them anymore. And here's our newest artist. Oh, and then you might know who made these. These were being tried on the other day. That's why they're set there.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. And then, can you turn that light on? Here's our newest artist here. And she plays the harp. And then she also does the cards here. Aren't they darling? Look at how cute these are, gal. Is that a bat? See that? And then she does all the way around here. She's a bug scientist. So she makes her jewelry out of beetles. Beetle shells.
Oh my goodness, you didn't think that they're beetle shells.
Aren't they fabulous? Look at this. Lovely, lovely.
Oh my.
Is that darling? And then more of this. More of the same here. This is a cute little locket. And that artist over there. These are more of Copper Heart and her enamel phase of life. These come from Rambling Rose, and I'll show you that. It's over here. In our nail tech area.
Oh wow. Yeah.
This is Rambling Rose. This is Gail. And hers are all handmade scrubs and powders and lotions. And look at how beautiful they are. These are all. Isn't that lovely? Mm-hmm. And that's what we use actually here in our esthetician area. Yeah, it's like we just use the Rambling Rose homemade items. And then, yeah, we also serve, we're thinking about getting Cup of Tea, which is in Portland, also a homegrown, everybody's local artist. But Cup of Tea is, she does tea leaf readings. See? I'll put that here. This is where I am working on my esthetician room. So, doing facials, and we're doing, this is still getting organized, but hydro microdermabrasion.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Really, it's just the removing of
The follicles in your face?
comedones, right? Our skin that we shed constantly, but usually acne is created from an excess of comedones, and it really just kind of disconnects them.
Oh, nice.
And it really cleans the skin. It's very non-invasive. Mm-hmm. So dermabrasion is going further into the skin, whereas microdermabrasion isn't as invasive. So you'll get a little pink because it really gets it clean.
So it's like a natural blush.
And then it also, stimulates cell renewal process for collagen. So it's lovely. Yeah, and we use Dermalogica. Fantastic. And I'm super interested in reflexology. And that's my parlor guitar.
Maybe you can play a little bit.
Okay. With all my rings.
With all your rings, too.
Let's see if it's in tune. Hounds are brooding in my bones, but I am a good dog running halfway home. Hear the lonely promenade, nurse the tender tears away.
A lot of Anne's process is asking who you are, who do you want to be, instead of what look do you want. Although some people do give her some pictures from magazines of a look that they want to replicate. And with me, though, I haven't been in a hair salon since the Philippines, so I just let her do her thing, and she asked me if I liked it, if I wanted it shorter or longer, and we had a really great time and wonderful conversation, and she just couldn't help it. You know, I've been giving Gail bad haircuts, and Gail is super scared of scissors, and she just gave him a wonderful haircut. It was pretty short, but now Gail looks like a K-pop artist. Haha. And that's it for our interview with Anne from Blue Alley Salon and Gift Shop. So if you'd like to visit her, just check out the links on the description below. And we will see you again next time in another segment of Feature of the Month with Himaimai Creations in Motion.